What if I told you the frantic, stomach-churning butterflies you've been chasing your whole life aren't actually signs of true love, but your nervous system screaming, "Danger, Will Robinson"? Today, we're digging into the question that has launched 1,000 desperate late-night Google searches, inspired endless bad pop music, and has kept therapists in business for centuries. How do you actually know when it's love? Not the Hollywood slow motion running through rain kind of love. I'm talking about real, grounded, deliberate stuff. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast. I'm your host, Jason. You can catch us on all your favorite platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can listen to our episodes on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and our home right here at Podbean. Of course, folks, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think. Give us some ideas. Give us some suggestions. Do you want to be a guest? Email us at catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. That's catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. Join the community and be part of something truly transformative. Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 157, The Butterfly Deception, How to Know When It's Actually Love. So let's be honest for a second. Most of us enter relationships like a kid playing with a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. And I've probably dated myself making a Rubik's Cube comment. You know, the square with the little squares, and you have to make them all match, right? Guessing, tweaking, and praying for something that eventually lines up. That's what we're looking at. I mean, I remember dating someone a few years back where I was convinced I was madly in love. I mean, my heart raced every time they text. Like, I couldn't sleep. I obsessively checked my phone every 4 minutes. I thought, this is it. This is it. This is the passion they write books about. Fast forward 6 months. Turns out it wasn't love. It was anxiety. My brain was responding to their unpredictability like a gambling addict at a slot machine. I wasn't falling in love. I was hyper vigilant. Uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. That's vulnerability. But vulnerability without boundaries isn't love. It's just exposure. That's Brene Brown's work in a nutshell. We confuse the chaos of vulnerability with the safety of love. Consider my friend Sarah. She told me she knew she loved her partner, not when they bought her flowers, but when they had a massive argument over how to load the dishwasher. And neither of them shut down or tried to win. They were messy, they were irritated and exhausted, but they stayed in the ring together without tearing each other down. That's the shift. Moving from, do they like me, to is it safe to be completely real here? Now, before you go dumping anyone who gives you butterflies, let's look at what's actually happening here in our brains, okay? Now, psychologists often break down love into distinct phases. There's the initial frenzy, and that's dopamine and neuropyrene, I think I'm saying that right, lighting up your brain's reward centers like a Christmas tree. In fact, neuroscientists have found that the brain scans of people in the infatuation stage looks eerily similar to the brain scans of people on Class A stimulants. Translation: when you first fall for someone, you aren't making wise, measured life choices. You're literally chemically high. And let's be real, no one's ever made a great 10-year lifespan while high on a Tuesday night, right? Real love, what researchers call compassionate or attachment love, doesn't feel like a roller coaster. It really feels more like a comfortable couch. In his book, Black Sheep, Brant Menswar talks about identifying your non-negotiable core values, the deliberate choices that define who you are when nobody's watching. He argues that alignment isn't about finding someone who loves the same indie band as you. It's about finding someone whose non-negotiable values don't clash with yours. Love isn't a feeling that happens to you. It's a deliberate choice to align your non-negotiables with someone else. Brent Menswar. When you break down that wisdom, it means this. Love is an action verb, not a passive accident. Feelings fluctuate like the stock market. Love is the decision to stay invested when the market dips. There's a lot of us out there that split when that happens. When they check out, they leave. That's the difference. So, you're asking yourself, how do you filter through the chemical noise and know it's the real thing? Look for these 3 grounded indicators. Grab your pen, paper, smartphone, whatever. Let's write them down. Here we go. Okay. Number 1, emotional regulation over escalation. Emotional regulation over escalation. When you bring up a concern, do they listen or do they build a legal defense team? Love makes room for your truth without burning down the house. Emotional regulation over escalation. Number 2, the boring Sunday test. The boring Sunday test. Can you sit in silence and do absolutely nothing, like folding laundry or staring at a wall, and feel completely at peace? Love makes the mundane feel safe. There's nothing I love more than Sunday morning, waking up early, walking in the beach, and watching the sunrise, putting down 2 beach chairs, small little cooler, having some mimosas, and enjoying Sunday. Not doing a thing, barely even saying a word. It's absolutely fantastic. Love makes mundane feel safe. All right, number 3. You like who you are around them. You like who you are around them. Not just who they are, but who you become. All right? Are you more authentic? Are you more grounded? Are you more honest? Are you more dorky? Right? Are you constantly, or are you doing the opposite? Are you constantly editing yourself to fit their mold? I can't tell you how many relationships I've been in where there were certain things I couldn't say without it being a hot button issue. I had to hold my tongue in some cases. That's no way to be in a relationship. You should be open and honest. And if you can't be that, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? So, stop consistently editing yourself to fit their mold. All right. Let's give you an actionable exercise. Let's give you gut and values micro exercise, okay? So we've uncovered the messy antidotes, right? The brain chemistry and the values. But I want to give you this great tool, a practical tool you can use today, all right? 5-minute reflection exercise. So tonight, here's what I want you to do. Tonight, I want you to grab a journal or open a blank note on your phone, and I want you to write down your top 3 personal core values. Your top 3 personal core values, whether that's honesty, freedom, kindness, or curiosity. All right? Then ask yourself these 3 simple questions about your relationship or the person you're seeing. Okay? Question number 1, the body check. The body check. When I'm around this person, does my body feel expanded and calm or tense and constricted? Expanded and calm or tense and constricted? Listen to your nervous system, people. It rarely lies. The body check is number 1. Number 2, the truth test. The truth test. Am I hiding any part of my authentic self to keep the peace? Yes. Many times. I can be honest. I was a simp. I was a nice guy. And in some ways, I'm still that nice guy. And I would bend and change myself to please other people. And guess what? It never worked. It never worked. So are you hiding any part of your authentic self to keep the peace? Be brutally honest with yourself. Number 3, value alignment. Does being with this person make it easier or harder for me to live out my core values? Does being with this person make it easier or harder for me to live out my core values? If your body feels calm, your authentic self feels welcome, and your values feel honored, that's not just infatuation. That's love knocking at your door, kids. So, do what I've done. And it's hard. Sometimes it takes a minute. But stop chasing the storms. Stop chasing the storms and look for an anchor. Look for an anchor. I want to thank you so much for sitting with me through this uncomfortable truth today. And we need to be brutally honest when we're looking at ourselves in this. And it's okay. It's okay. Knowing what the situation is and being aware of it is step 1. And step 2 is making yourself 1% better each and every day. So, if this episode hit you, do me a favor, share it with a friend or someone you know who's currently going through it. And you know what? Let's help each other step into the light. And as always, keep showing up because the world needs you. Like and subscribe to our podcast for even more motivational content. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok for even more inspiration. And don't forget, my first book, The Ways of Compromise, is out now. You can get it anywhere you get your books. Thank you so much for listening to episode 157. We look forward to seeing you next time for episode 158. Go be great.